Well, hello and how are you? Hey friends, welcome to the Shen Show. I am your host, Shenandoah Briscoe. A little chilly again today, so I'm going to keep this hand propped up against my face to keep me warm. Anyway, that being said, today is Saturday, February the 20th, 2021. Got a happy birthday shout out going out to Tonya Minichky Dorsey. So, without further ado, here is a birthday song for you. Hey Tonya, hey, I heard it's your birthday today. So, happy birthday, I must say. You know, you're a 1 more year older today, so happy birthday to you, I say. I said, hey Tonya, hey, I heard it's your birthday today. You get to, enjoy it all by yourself, that's what I say. You know, that's another trip around the sun that you've made, so enjoy your happy birthday today. And many more. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Ha 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 ha. Alrighty. That being said, we're going to jump right on into some local weather forecast for the St. Charles viewing area. Today's weather forecast for the remainder of the day is going to be partly to mostly cloudy with low temperatures around 24 degrees Fahrenheit with winds south to southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. And then tomorrow, Sunday, February the 21st, partly cloudy skies early, followed by increasing cloudy skies and showers developing later in the day. Highs around 43 degrees Fahrenheit with winds south at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Chances of rain 60%. Rain showers early with overcast skies later on at night. Lows near 30 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be out of the west at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chances of rain 60%. And then as far as Monday, February the 22nd, we're going to have partly cloudy skies with highs around 48 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds are going to be west to southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Clear to clear skies overnight with low temperatures around 34 degrees Fahrenheit, and the winds are going to be west to southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Temperatures are going to be warming up for sure. Sunny day there on Tuesday, February the 23rd. Highs around 57 degrees Fahrenheit with winds southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Partly cloudy skies overnight with lows around 38 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds are going to be south to southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Yes, and for Wednesday, February 24th, partly cloudy skies early, a few showers developing later in the day, and highs around 47 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be west to northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chances of rain 30%. Mostly cloudy skies early, will become partly cloudy later on at night. Lows around 27 degrees Fahrenheit with winds west to northwest, with winds north to northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. And then for our fifth and final day forecast date, Thursday, February the 25th, partly cloudy skies and highs around 45 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be north to northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Partly cloudy skies with lows around 23 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds are going to be light and variable. Okay, my friends, that concludes your 5-day forecast for the St. Charles viewing area. Sorry about that. I just got monotonousness well, not monotonous, whatever the word is. Well, I tell you what, friends, I was going to tell you a little bit of a story about when I went to school for truck driving. Well, I can't seem to find, I can't seem to remember the name of the school. AMC Truck Driving School? That might be it. AMC Truck Driving School. ACC, ABC. I wonder where they are. Where's AC? Upfront costs, who cares? I don't care. 160 driving academies. I don't know where they are. Anyway, it was down near the Twin Cities, down by Crystal City, and what is that? Herculaneum? Crystal City, Herculaneum, and that down in that area. I can't think of what the name of it was, but I tell you what, there, down there near that school, there were some railroad tracks and a huge quarry. And well, one time I missed my ride headed from the apartment complex that we were able to stay at, and I missed my ride from there to the school. And well, I decided I was going to walk, and so what I done was I started to walk, and I walked the railroad tracks to get there, and I couldn't find the school exactly, and I ended up headed back along the backside of the railroad tracks. So I must have taken the wrong direction, because one of the tracks runs right alongside the school. So that's what my intent was. But I took the wrong fork, and I ended up going back along the river. And when I found out I was along the river, I thought, uh-oh, this is not a good idea. So instead of going all the way back up the tracks to get back to the Y, I decided I would just crawl up the hill and go over the top and go try to make a straight line, the straightest line possible between two areas as the crow flies. Well, I'll tell you what, this crow just about flew. I went up the back wall, which was pretty much, it was probably an 85-degree angle, not a 90-degree angle, but I was wearing cowboy boots, which was not making it very simple to climb, but I was climbing up a rock face, and I finally got up there and found myself on a road, which, again, was going at an angle to get back over to where I knew I was supposed to be, because I could see the lights from the school and off in the distance. So I thought, okay, well, that's where I need to be. I'll just walk over there. Well, I ducked under a barbed wire fence, and after I got under the fence, I started walking, and it got dark. It wasn't like those lights, I could see them right up front. It was fairly dark. Well, I got there, and I got to going along, and then all of a sudden I got onto this hard rock surface, and I accidentally kicked a rock, and the rock went chink, chink, whoop, and I was like, chink, chink, whoop, what's that all about? Well, I had kicked the rock off a cliff. Now, I was probably 3-4 feet away from the cliff's edge, and I laid down on my back, and I darn near died right then and there. I nearly had a heart attack, because I was 2 to 5 steps from walking off the top of the back of a huge quarry. I mean, huge quarry. The lights I was seeing were not the school lights. Those were the quarry lights. And they were pointed towards me, towards the quarry. And you could see the quarry from the highway. And it was on the left-hand side of the highway whenever you were driving south. But anyway, I had just about walked off the back edge of that cliff, or back edge of that quarry, and fell hundreds of feet down. And I just about panicked. And the only reason I got off the road in the first place was because there was some dogs barking, and I didn't want to tempt, the dogs into chasing me or anything, so I thought I'd take that shortcut, and well, it just about ended my life, and it scared me so bad that I decided I better go back up and chance the dogs. So I went back up and decided to go that route. And when I did, once I did, I finally walked my way down the hill and got myself to the school. And by the time I got there, classes were almost over anyway. But I tell you, you never know what could happen. I mean, it could have been the end of my life right then and there, just by chance, because I made a simple decision. Luckily, I kicked a rock. Had I not kicked that rock, I wouldn't be here to talk to you today. And well, that was just something I thought, I should get off my mind while I could, because, well, some of the stories like this are good for the kids to learn. Not to learn, just family stories, So, that's one of your daddy's background stories. Let's put it that way. Not to mention other stories, but that one was one of those things. It just kind of threw me off. Something got me to thinking about that today. And I don't know what it was. Maybe it was I didn't want to do a whole lot of singing today, or just wanted to do kind of a short Shen show, just to that ain't where we want to go. There, just kind of trying to keep myself here in the chair long enough to do the Shen show, okay? Because, well, if I don't, it's rather difficult to do. And I don't want to be too close to the microphone for you either, because I don't want to blow out your speakers or my speakers or anybody else's speakers. Got this new microphone. Oh, by the way, how'd you guys like my dad's song styling yesterday? He was a key guest, basically. Could tell you how that worked, but that would be spoiling the that'd be spoiling the illusion of radio, television radio, however you want to call it. Oh man, this spasm's gonna try to wing-a-ding-ding me. That's what it's gonna try to do. Anyway, do I got a song? I will sing a song. What was it? I kept hearing it over and over and over in my head today, but I can't think of what it was, so I guess it wasn't really all that important. How about story time for the kids? Let's just jump right on into that, okay? Let's do that. Alright, kids, let's gather around the old TV set, and we're going to do something for the kids today. What are we going to do for the kids? I do not know yet. I'm going to get there, though. I sure am going to get there. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to read. But read I will, out loud, out loud. Read I will, out loud, out loud. Thought I read this one the other day, which I did, and I'm not going to read it again because, well, it didn't work. It wasn't as good as I thought it would be. How about the story of creation? It's a short story. It is. But it is from the Bible, and the Bible is good. The story of creation. Millions and millions of years ago, God created the earth and the heavens. At first, it was completely dark and covered with water. But he thought that it would make a life difficult on the earth. So, earth did not have any life. This worried God. So, the first day, God said, "Let there be light." And within seconds, there were light. And then on the first day, God also said, "Let there be light." And it was light, and he called the light day, and the dark he called night. And then he decided to make the sky. And so on the second day, God made the sky. And the very next day, God wanted land. So he said, "Let there be land." And he divided the waters with land. And that was the third day. And God then called the land earth, and the water sea. And then, when the light, the sky, and the land and water, the earth looked so beautiful, but he wanted to look the earth even better. He wanted the earth to look even better, and so on the third day, he created the plants and trees. And on the fourth day, he created the sun to shine in the day, and the moon and stars to come out at night. This way you were provided with light during the day, and some light during the night. On the fifth day, God filled the sky with fish, filled the sea with fish and plants, not the sky. How often do you see fish and plants in the sky? Well, in the moon or in the clouds you can see that, but I'm talking about bunches and bunches of real live fish swimming around. Those would have had to have been in the sea, right? And he also put plants in there for the fish to eat. He also wanted the birds to be able to fly in the sky. And so, he also filled the earth with all kinds of animals, big and small. And finally, his biggest creation of all was man. He said, He said that unlike animals, man would stand up tall and also have a soul. So God took some earth from the ground, and he created man out of it, and he made man to take care of his creation. This was all done in 6 days, and on the seventh day God rested. And he rested so God took 7 days to create the beautiful earth. The heavens and the earth were created in 7 days. And that's not the best story way of putting that, but hey, it worked. It's short and it's a little goofy, but anyway, hey, that was it, kids. Shall we do another one? Let's do that a little bit of different. Genesis. The book of Genesis 1. There. We'll do it this way because it's much better. Same story, only a little different. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now the earth was formless and empty, and darkness was all over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And God saw that the light was good, and He separated the light from the darkness. And God called the light day, and the darkness He called night. And there was evening, and there was morning, the first day. And God said, "Let there be a vault between the waters, to separate the waters from the waters." And so God made the vault, and spread the waters under the vault from the water above it, and it was so. Now God called the vault sky, and there was evening, and there was morning, and that was the second day. And God said, "Let the waters under the sky be gathered to one place, and let dry ground appear." And it was so. And God called the dry ground land, and the gathered water He called seas. And God saw that it was good. And then God said, "Let the land produce vegetation, seeds bearing plants and trees, and on the land that bear the fruit with seeds in it, according to their various kinds." And it was so. The land produced vegetation, plants bearing seeds according to their own kind, and trees bearing fruit with seeds in it according to its own kind. And then God saw that it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, and that was the third day. And God said, "Let there be light in the vault of the sky to separate the day from the night." And so, and let them serve as signs to mark sacred times, and the days and the years. And let them be light in the vault of the sky to give light on the earth. And it was so. God made two great lights, the greater light to govern the day, and the lesser light to govern the night. He also made the stars. So God set them in the vault of the sky to give light on the earth, to govern the day and the night, and to separate the lights from darkness. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the fourth day. And God said, "Let the waters teem with live, living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth across the vault of the sky." And so God created the great creatures of the sea, and every living thing with which the water teems, and that moves about in it according to their kinds, and every winged bird according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. God blessed them, and said, "Be fruitful and multiply in number, and fill the waters in the sea, and let the birds increase on the earth." And there was evening, and there was morning, the fifth day. And God said, "Let the land produce living creatures according to their kind, the livestock, the creatures that move along the ground, and the wild animals, each according to its kind." And it was so. And God made the wild animals according to their kinds, and the livestock according to their kind, and all the creatures that move along the ground according to their kind. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let us make mankind in our image, in our likeness, so that they may rule over the fish in the sea, and the birds in the sky, and over the livestock, and all the wild animals, and over all the creatures that move along the ground." And so God created man in his own image. In the image of God he created them. Male and female he created them. Then God blessed them and said to them, "Be fruitful and increase in number. Fill the earth and subdue it. Rule over the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky, and over every living creature that moves on the ground." Then God said, "I give you every seed-bearing plant and on the face of the whole earth, and every tree that has fruit with seed in it, and they will be yours for food, and to all the beasts of the earth, and all the birds in the sky, and all the creatures that move along the ground, and everything that has breath of life in it. I give every green plant for food." And it was so. God saw that he had made, and it was good. And there was evening, and there was day, the sixth day. What's going on here? Thus the heavens and the earth were completed, all in the very array. And by the seventh day God had finished the work that he had been doing. So on the seventh day he rested from all his work. Then God blessed the seventh day and made it holy, because on it he rested from all the work of creating that he had done. And there you have it. That was the real story of creation. Okay, friends, it looks like it's time for us to do our portion of the program, Our Daily Bread. And our Daily Bread is going to be brought to you today by The Bible with Briscoe 2021. The Bible with Briscoe 2021 is a daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. Today's daily reading of the Bible is going to be Leviticus 26 through 27 and Mark 2. So don't forget to tune into the Bible with Briscoe 2021 to get your daily reading of the Bible. Okay, today the devotion for the Daily Bread part of the program is called Strengthened by Grace. Grace is a gift. It is not earned. It is something God has just given to you, to have, to hold, to keep. But you must keep it. It's just a gift. It can be returned or taken back. So remember that. Strengthened by grace, and we're going to be reading 2 Timothy 2, 1 through 4. 2 Timothy 2, 1 through 4. You then, my son, be strong in the grace that is in Christ Jesus, and the things you have heard me say in the presence of many witnesses, entrust to reliable people who will also be qualified to teach others. Join with me in suffering like a good soldier of Christ Jesus. No one serving as a soldier gets entangled in civilian affairs, but rather tries to please his commanding officer. There you go. That's what you do. You try to please Christ because he is the one worth pleasing, because the Father his Father is God, and God is the Father, and Jesus is the Son, and we are the accepted sons along with Jesus. There you go. Hey, that was it. That was the Daily Bread portion of the program, brought to you today by The Bible with Briscoe 2021. The Bible with Briscoe 2021 is a daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. Don't forget to tune into The Bible with Briscoe 2021 to get your daily reading of the Bible. Okie dokie, hey friends, that does it for me. I've got one more story, our song for you, and that would be, well, goodbye my friends, it's time to go. I said goodbye my friends, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really mustn't go. So goodbye my friends, goodbye. This here has been Shenandoah Briscoe saying hello and how are you. Thanks for tuning into the Shen Show, and as always, you know, God loves you and so do I. So come back and see me tomorrow because, well, hey, I'll be here and I hope that you are too.